up?
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm sitting talking to myself.
Oh, okay.
Hello. Welcome to another episode of whatever comes out of my brain today. To new viewers, hello. I'm Zara. I talk about knitting and fiber-related items. To old viewers, welcome back. Thanks for sticking around. So let's get right in there. So what am I wearing? This is the Alley sweater by Sarah Opie. It is knit in a size 3, I want to say, but I did like some fudging. Like I think I cast on size 3 for the shoulders and then only increased to size 2 for the body. Anyways, the shoulders are bigger than the body. I think I did some modifications there. Because my shoulders tend to be broader than the patterns call for the chest measurements. Yeah, so this is Alley sweater by Sarah Opie. I'll link everything, display things, put it up on the screen, what have you. The yarn is from Fantasy Fibre Yarn Co. In her DK base, it's the 8515. She changed the name recently, I can't remember what it is. But the color is Boromir from her Fellowship of the Rings collection. I have an extra skein. Do I have the tags? No, I don't know where the tags went, but I'm sure it's on Ravelry somewhere. So I love this sweater. It's got a great fit. I'm not a gentle sweater wearer. It's a sweater. I'm gonna wear it. I'm not gonna like be gentle about how I wear my sweater. So we are getting quite a bit of pilling on it, and that's because this is a super fun merino base, which, you know, it's not a bad thing. I'm just too hard on sweaters for that, and I definitely need to go depill it. But, you know, that's fine. It's not going to stop me from working in it or using it. It's a great base to work with. It's so soft. It's so soft and comfy. Yeah, that's over with. I finished something. This isn't just I worked on things and I didn't do anything. No, I actually finished something that I said I was going to finish. I finished my skirt. So this is like, you can see that line there. It's not as obvious when you wear it, which is nice. And you can see there's like a second line down there. Like there's 2 obvious lines of color, and that's actually breaks between skeins. Because I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that the 1,200 yard skein or cake, gradient cake that I was working out of is actually 3 separate skeins all caked up together and dyed like that. So I'm not sure about the color discrepancies between them. I was hoping that it would be a more gradual fade. The yarn is fat. Like, this is so soft, and I'm assuming that it's the cashmere. This pattern is the Flirt skirt Lite by Claire Jackson. Perfectly knotted. My God, it's so soft. I just want to like pet this forever on my face. And now I need to find excuses to wear it. Not today. Today is too cold. Yesterday, was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago. 2 days ago, it was like in the positives. It was sunny, it was delightful. I went out in just a sweater to run some errands. It was great. Today it is -4, feels like -10. Had to get out the big jacket again, and hopefully, I can't cross my fingers. Hopefully, that's it. It's calling for sun all day. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, today. It's calling for 12 degrees and raining tomorrow, so like, ugh. Anyways, yeah, Flirt skirt Lite. It's a great pattern. It's a super simple pattern. You attach an elastic band actually inside as you're going, like you have a folded hem, and you attach the band in as you're going. Knit, knit, knit until you're done with your invisible increases, and then there is a folded hem. I did not do a sewn hem. It's like kind of a 3-needle bind off combined with a double brim situation. So that's what it looks like on the inside. On the outside, it's a line. Like you can tell that it's a hem, but it's not like obvious or anything. Nice. Show a picture of it. I'm very excited. This has been on my needles for over a year, and that doesn't happen very often. If things are on my needles for that long, they usually don't end up finished. Other things that I finished. I skeined it. So this is the color Purple Genta. And it is BFL dyed by Megs & Co. I did a cable ply, which means I did two plies, and then I plied them back together the other way. Yeah, I think there's 140 meters. I do meters, not yards. 140-ish meters in this. And it's a DK weight. Will probably be a hat, or maybe like the end of a shawl or something. What else do I got? I spun up my Angora that I got the other day, or from the, what's it called? Fibre Forge. I spun up the Angora I got from the Fibre Forge. So, working with Angora, how do I feel about it? It's super soft. It is so soft and fine. It was, I wouldn't say it was difficult to work with, but it was definitely different. And it shed so much. Like it was just like breathing random fibers into the air. Like I had to de-shed my pants. Like I had to go grab like a piece of tape or whatever and get rid of all the fluff that was just on my pants. It was absolutely ridiculous. There was so much of it. It just like floated away into the ether. But I'm excited. I'm gonna probably put this on a ball and do a 2-ply out of a center pull ball from this. It's exciting. And I finally finished this one. This has been on my wheel for a while. And it is a merino, yak, and silk blend dyed by Lillian Pine. They don't have a color name for it, but it's got these crazy yellow and pink situations. The yak is what's giving it that nice brown heathered undertone. So there's no actual white in this. It's all sort of that lovely oatmeal situation. I have another 100 grams of this. I'm not sure how I'm going to split up the braid. I know I want to ply the two braids together so that I'll have like one length of it, 200 grams, and then, you know, probably do like a shawl out of it. Because what do you do when you don't know what to do with 200 grams of yarn? You make a shawl. So I need to do that. That's all my spinning. I currently have the lamb's wool on my wheel. It's over there. And I haven't been doing as much spinning these last couple weeks because I've mostly been knitting this. So this is the, oops. This is the Carlisle saddle shoulder sweatshirt. And this little guy is where I was at last time I showed. So I'm actually on the ribbing for the hem. I'm trying to decide if I actually do the entire 4 inches and do the folded hem, or if I only do 2 inches and then do a tubular cast off. What am I at? I'm like, you know, 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches of ribbing. So I still have a little bit to do. This is the folded hem situation. I think this is like 1.5 inches, maybe 1.5 inches folded hem, and it is lovely. I'm just not sure if I want that on both the bottom hem and on the cuffs. It also calls for it on the cuffs. So this is the saddle shoulder. I'm really enjoying the fit of this. I mean, I'll save judgment for when it's done and actually blocked. I did a steam block of the top. So this is, yeah, Carlisle by Maddy. I'm very excited. This is literally all I've been working on. Okay, that's a lie. I also worked a little bit on the Musselburgh. There you go. I did like 4 inches. I had ideas about finishing this for this season, but like spring is almost over. Maybe I will finish it, but like I think it's about half done. Probably won't finish it. It's fine. It's fine. Don't need to finish it. And the other thing that I've been working on is I actually did cast on that As Friends tank. So I cast on and I worked a bit and then I was like, nah, I need to finish the other thing. That's what I've got. Folded hem. Worked about, you know, what is that? 3.5 inches with the folded hem. 4 inches? Maybe 4 inches. And I'm gonna knit this to probably 11 inches and then put the straps on. Yeah, that's what I've been working on. I'm really excited to finish that sweater because most of my sweaters are DK weight because it knits up so fast. And I have way too much fun. It's instant gratification. Instant gratification. I need that in my life. Well, I mean, the other thing that I've been doing while I've been working on the Carlisle sweater is I've actually been practicing my continental knitting. Just because while I love English style, like I am an English thrower, it causes some pains in my wrist, and like I have ideas about how continental could go faster. I mean, right now I'm very fast at English style knitting, but it could be faster potentially continental. So this has given me a lot of excuse to practice continental, but like half continental, half English style, and then I'm trying to work on my 1x1 ribbing in continental. I'm hating it less in continental than I would normally in English style. I've finally figured out how to tension with my left hand to get those pearls, because I couldn't tension for the life of me to get continental pearls. It wouldn't work. Very exciting for me. Then I guess we can talk about what I want to be working on. And since my list is like a bajillion miles long, and usually I just cast on the next possible thing in my head, I'm gonna narrow it down to pick 3. Well, I mean, I guess 4. So I signed up for another test knit, this time with Opie. who is the designer of this sweater. And it's for the Resource Raglan, which I'm super excited about. She's basically creating a pattern template for any type of raglan you might want to make. Like, they're basic raglans, but it's any weight, any size. I think she has a couple different raglan style modifications, like what shape of raglan. I haven't got the pattern yet. I think she's putting it out on Friday. When is Friday? Friday is the 30th, 31st. So I think she said April 1st would be the pattern start or the test start. And I'm thinking that I will use, if I don't want to pull yarn directly into my teeth, that would be fun. So I was thinking that it would be a good use for, this is Fantasy Fibre Co.'s mohair blend. What is this? Extra fine merino and super kid mohair. Anyways, it's so soft. This blooms a little bit, so although it's a fingering weight, it can be worked at a sport weight, which, you know, I work them both at the same weight anyways. So I'm gonna probably do a 24 stitch gauge and use this one. This one is in the color Gandalf. Yeah, and it's super soft. That's my idea. Who knows? I might get annoyed and choose a DK base instead, because that's my preference. But it's just like a straight raglan. Yeah, so that's what I will be working on soon. And then 3 things that I just want to make at some point. So because I don't have enough shawls in my life, I want to cast on the Perfectionist. I want to cast on the Perfectionist Trap by Kacey Knits. I think it's a 2 skein DK weight shawl, which I would definitely make out of 3 skeins because 300 grams is where it's at. I need about 300 grams in a shawl, and that'll get me to the approximate size that I enjoy. Do I wear socks? No. Well, I mean, I wear socks, but like I don't wear them around the house. I immediately take socks off. It's not my style. Do I like cables? I also don't like working cables. But I did see these socks by Wool & Pine that are slipper socks covered in cables, and I require them. They are so cute. And I would put like a sole on them, and they'd be like reading socks, like, you know, the kind that you get from the bookstore, and like they just market these as like reading socks. Anyways, I require them. I don't like socks and I don't like cables, but I require these slipper sock situation. So that's another thing on my list. These are things that I'm like, oh my god, I need these, and it's going to transition into spring, and I'll be like, why the hell would I want to work with worsted weight yarn? I don't know. These are questions that I ask myself, but I would probably do it anyways. And the last thing on my list of potential things to make in the future, probably sooner than later, but I'm just picking 3 out of my hundreds of ideas, is I want to make the the bandit cardigan by Jacqueline Sislak. I'm probably butchering that last name. Yeah, it's so cute. I'll picture it. I really am into fingering weight and like light sport to heavy fingering weight-esque material right now. Like, yes, it takes a million years. I say a million years. It takes several weeks to knit these things instead of being able to bang them out over a weekend or in under a week. So it's not the instant gratification that I need at all times, but the material is just so pretty. And I need more lighter weight layering items. I also have ideas about like making a vest and ideas about more sweaters. I'm gonna come back to this sweater. I really, really like this sweater because it is a raglan rather than a circular yoke with the color work on it. Circular yokes just don't fit me very well. And I love the idea of them. Like, I look at them and I'm like, wow, that's pretty. And I love working them. Color work is like, I get it. It just, I need to do the next row. Color work is so much fun for me. But those circular raglans just don't fit me at all. Anyway, so this was very, I need to find more color work raglans. If you have suggestions, let me know in the comments. Yeah. Now that we've gone on that tiny tangent, so I seem to have forgotten. When I went to the fire forge, I did such a great job of like putting things away that I hid this from myself. So I also got some mohair at the fiber forge, and this is the colorway Pop Rocket by Dying to Knit, and like it's so much fun. Do I know what I'm going to need to use this for? Absolutely not, but I needed it, so it's going to be wild and I'm excited for it. So I think that's everything I have. Short and sweet this time. So my question for you is, what plans do you have for the spring? Like, what kind of knitting projects are just calling to you? What do you need to make for spring this year? What is on your needles? Well, feel free to tell me in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. I think the real question is, how many times can I restart in 5 minutes? The answer is quite a few. Okay.
Right down, baby. Most of the Momo, did you bring yours up here, Momo? Did you know you left yours?
Yeah, Juno left hers behind.
That's alright.
This is a disaster. Just put that back. Where are you going and what are you doing? No knowing, no knowing what brings Mr. Baggins and ballin' and wallin' down into the valley.